Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and this is the upgrades and modifications video for the issues up to 22. Basically 19, 20, 21 and 22. Not much to do this time round. We've got, lots of internal motory stuff going on, which obviously doesn't need anything. I'm not doing any major modifications to the functionality of it. I know some people have put in, remote control and moving heads and things, but I'm not going to be doing any of that, at least not at the moment. Previously we have obviously weathered up, put some detailing on the skull piece and things like that, and the interior brain departments. The only thing we need to do today, two things. There's, that bit has a little bit of weathering and filling in the seam around there. This one again filling in around there, which I'll be doing momentarily. The first thing I need to do, these jaw pieces, so I've got the movement to them, they're hinged there, need a little bit of tidying up. Where they came on a sprue, they just need a little bit of tidying. So I'm going to be using some of the Mecha Colour steel, and basically just brush painting that where it needs to go, just to tidy things up. I'm just using my messy palette. It's actually the lid of my wet palette. Just getting a blob of paint out on there, and then using a moderately small brush. There's a couple of spots, so basically where the sprue was holding on. Most of it is actually pretty much out of the way, but obviously this is like a chrome paint they put over the basic plastic. So I'm just doing that, so where I can see a little bit of the plastic through, either from the sprue or just generally from, where it might need a little bit of touching up. And when that's dry, we'll break out the Nuln Oil and get weathering done on all of it. So, Nuln Oil, basically it's a thin paint. It's like a wash. Games Workshop and Citadel call it a shade. It is what it is. If you haven't used it, go and get some. It's great. It's an easy way of weathering and making things look a little bit messy and dirty. Always give it a good shake. And then, so it's like a dark browny, blacky sort of, it's a colour that's not easy to describe. But it, need more than that. Let's get a good brushful. It doesn't exactly rush to fill grooves, but it sort of does a bit. There you go, you can see that blob in there. That's basically all I'm going for on this one. I'm not being overly neat. It doesn't matter if it goes, over the lines, as it were, because it's all going to be a little bit grimy and dirty. So just getting that around there. Once it's had a couple of minutes to dry, mostly, you can give it a bit of a wipe, get rid of any excess that might be around the edges a bit too much. As this is all just sitting there, quite nicely, I can leave that alone. This one's a little bit trickier because it's obviously on a curved surface, but it is basically the same. If you get it on there like that, if you try and remove it too quickly, then it all disappears. So you do need to leave it in there for a little bit. I'm going to try and get, colouring in the lines is basically what we're doing. So it gives more definition, so you can actually see them rather than just being implied. There's nothing else around any of that, so that's basically that. I'll do the same on the bits that I've just done on the head. So basically around the teeth areas. On that I'm actually going to cover pretty much all of it but you can see already it sucks itself into the recesses and the grooves. So you can see, hopefully that side already looks better than that side, but not for long. It really is a quick and dirty, well, actually dirty, yeah, there you go. I've done it already on bits of here and around there. When I do eventually put the cover on there, I just need to give that a quick coat as well. But that is pretty much that for this episode. Well, that's all of the excess tidied up, wiped away. I see it's a bit patchy and spotty in a couple of places, which is perfectly fine. It's meant to be natural wear, not a different coverage. So on there again, it's a little bit patchy, but that's more than adequate. I'm happy with how that's come out. Obviously that's going to be going into the shoulder joint, I believe. I don't know if that's anything to do with this, or it seems like a good fit there, so I'm thinking that's probably going to be the shoulder, then that's the shoulder joint, then the arm goes onto that, but I don't know. We'll figure it out as the weeks go by. The mouth is pretty much done now. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. And yeah, that's the end of the upgrades video this time. Stick around another few weeks until I get more issues, and then I'm able to produce another set of videos for you. So stick around, there's more to watch, other things that I'm building, so check out all of those, and I shall see you soon for more of this. But thanks for watching. Bye bye.